Hey, my name is Kate, and I'm here to talk about what I bought in December. This is a series where I go through my credit card statements and talk about things that I purchased, whether I have any regrets, or just recount some happy memories of the lifestyle and things that, my income has allowed me to create. And it's a way to counter guilt and kind of negative thoughts around spending that were based in like a scarcity mindset growing up. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments if you resonate with these ideas, and let's jump into the statements. So, the first thing I noticed on my card statement is a lot of Amazon. So, December was like before Christmas kind of gifting spending, and so I thought it would be fun to go through like some of the things that I bought as Christmas gifts for people. So, I got four things for each of my parents. I want to see if I can remember everything. This Christmas was like a really healing time for my family. Me and my parents have spent some time being estranged in my youth, and so ever since I had my own kids, I feel like they've been kind of increasingly more involved with them, and it's been kind of healing, I think, for all of us. And so I think my desire to gift them things for Christmas came not out of like a financial abundance for me, really, because it was kind of a lean year for me, but I just wanted to, and so I did. And I think, that's like a trap that many people fall into for the holidays is like spending beyond their means. But I did it, so let's talk about it. So for my dad, the thing that stands out that I got him was this memory foam pillow that is made for sleep apnea. So it's a pillow and then it kind of dips down in the middle for your head, and it's shaped in a way that you could sleep on your back or on either side, and it's supposed to be really good and supportive for your neck. So I actually bought one for myself because my pillows are, most of them are getting quite old. And, I do have a little bit of like neck pain that can get flare-ups from sleeping kind of weird on my neck. So I really like the pillow. I sleep on it. I've been using it. And my dad said he slept so deeply on the pillow that he slept through his alarm for 20 minutes. So I took that as a win. I was really happy that like, that gift landed, and he was like pretty excited and like kind of confused when he got it, but like I think it was a good gift. I'm glad that I got it. Another thing I got him is one of those travel coffee thermoses that said, "My favorite child got me this cup." And it's funny because I'm an only child, so like, of course, but also all his mugs are like literally from the 80s. Like they're all so old, and he's a big coffee drinker. He always packs two thermoses of coffee to work. So, he seemed to really like that. I don't know if he's used it since, but I'm assuming maybe so, and it was kind of funny. The other two things were just little things. One was the Queen Anne's chocolate covered cherries. I know he likes those. And another was socks that when you're resting with your feet up, the socks say like, "I'm not sleeping, I'm just resting my eyes," or something like that. So just kind of like a funny kind of gag gift. So that was for my dad. I'm not going to go through absolutely everything. I got a couple things for my mom, also four things. One was a set of cups because she collects cups and loves them. One was this lantern, so it's like a solar powered lantern, and it was a two pack. I selfishly kept one for myself, and I really love it. It's out by my front door, so once it gets dark, it turns on the lantern. It's round and it has all these like cutouts in it, so the light passes through the cutouts and makes really cool like floral patterns on the ground around it. And she seemed to really like it too, so there was that. One was like, I've never seen this before, but like she's a big like Bible reader, like she's into that kind of stuff. So I got her, it's like a jar, and you pull out, it's like little pieces of paper with different Bible verses on them. So it's like you could pull one out when you feel like you need guidance or comfort or something, and like read what it is. And she seemed to really like that. There was a fourth thing, but I'm not really remembering what that is. And then just various toys for my kids, like they loved all of them. The best toy from Amazon, I would probably say is this airbrush gun. It's like you put a marker uncapped inside of it and screw on the top, and then you press the trigger and it sprays the marker in an airbrush fashion, and they had a lot of fun playing with that. Okay, so do I want to decrease my Amazon spending? Always. So that's a goal that I'm seeing from this statement. I see a charge from Pizza Hut, and that was like a good memory because my daughter had like this Christmas pageant thing at her school where all the kids sang songs and then we went and played games. They had cookies and hot cocoa and it was really cute and special. And after that, I stopped at Pizza Hut and got pizza for the whole family. So I had my daughter, my son was at home with my mom and partner because he was sick at the time, I believe. Otherwise, he would have gone with us. But we all got to have some nice pizza at the end of the night, and it was kind of late to try to like cook something for dinner and figure it out. So that's like very much my reality lately in parenting is like the dinner situation. It's just been so much easier to drive through or pick something up somewhere than trying to like meal prep and plan and figure out like what will they eat. So that's an area for improvement for me. I know like there's some things like my daughter has recently started to like the chia seed pudding that I make sometimes. And so I can meal prep like several containers of that and have it for her for breakfast or lunch. So I can improve in that way. I think I only see one McDonald's on here. Let me double check. One McDonald's, two Raising Cane's. So my goal from last time was to go to McDonald's less often, and I definitely achieved that. My daughter had started to like the chicken tenders from Raising Cane's, and so we went there twice, and I think that's pretty reasonable. Basically, I think 4 times in a month of takeout for dinner is reasonable. And I also, that brings me to like another charge is Grubhub. So there's actually 8 Grubhub charges on my card for the month, and I think that is too much. There's no reason why I can't just like get in my car and go somewhere and drive to pick up food rather than having it delivered. I'm sure like once or twice maybe I was like a little sick or under the weather, but um it just seems like a little excessive. Sorry, I just put in a cough drop because I'm getting pretty congested, but I think a good goal for me is like 4 times of Grubhub in 1 month and 4 eating out with the kid times in 1 month. And that way it's like twice a week, and the rest of the time I can make a pizza, spaghetti, chicken nuggets, all those things that they like. I can make fries in the air fryer, it doesn't always have to be takeout. And try to get them to eat some vegetables and fruits while I'm at it too. They like fruit, just not so much the vegetables. Okay, the next charge that makes me feel kind of happy on here is my dance studio. So I've got 3 charges from dancing, one of which I'm actually headed there today. So I think that's a really positive, beneficial thing for my health and for my mental health. I'm really happy that I'm involved with dance, and I think 4 times a month is the most amount that I'd want to spend on it. It's a little expensive, but once a week sounds like a good habit. And I'm able to dance at home as well. Like I think once a week should be my goal for how often to dance, and I've been slacking on that lately. In the same vein, my kids' gymnastics studio is on here. I pay monthly for both of them to attend gymnastics once a week. I think that's really positive for them, and I get to go and watch them, so it's just a really good activity. You know, Buying hot lunch, like for my daughter at school, it's surprising how fast that adds up. Like I saw on the website that I do that for, where I pay for her lunches, that I've spent $50 on hot lunch already this week. And so I definitely don't want her to get hot lunch more than once a week. Sometimes she does ask for it, and so I do it, but just another eating out kind of expense. Then a couple charges from Macy's. Again, Christmas gifts. I've been really liking shopping at Macy's most recently. I never used to, but when they have sales, I feel like they do have some good deals on there. Okay, in the same vein, there's a place called the Kids Gym near me, and they have like a bunch of like a climbing wall and like a bunch of like swings and one of those things that you can like slide across. I forget what that's called, but and a bunch of toys. So we took my kids there when it was like really cold and just to let them run around on the weekend, and they did. They spent like 2 hours there and had a lot of fun. So that was totally worth it. My son was homesick with me one day and he asked for Aunt Annie's pretzels, Auntie Annie's pretzels, you know, the soft little pretzel nuggets. And they built one right by my house. And it's combined with the Jamba Juice, which I've never seen before. So I took him through the drive-through. We got the pretzels and Jamba Juice, and he really loved it. And I had some too, and like it was wonderful. So I'm happy I did that with him. Another thing I'm really happy about is Starbucks and Dunkin'. So I went to Starbucks twice and Dunkin' once. And so I think 4 times a month, getting coffee, you know, about once a week, getting coffee out is a good amount for me. Like it's a little motivating treat, like after I drop off the kids to get a drink for myself sometimes, but not something I would want to do every single day because I can just make almost any coffee drink that I want at home. Not like espresso, but you know, maybe in the future I might get like a better coffee machine or something like that. I took my kids out for breakfast, which was expensive, but again, I don't do it all the time. And actually, my refrigerator was broken over the weekend, one time in the past month. And so it was just such a hassle. Everything was in a cooler in the garage. And instead of trying to like cook something for breakfast, I was like, hey, let's just go out to breakfast. And it was really nice. They were well behaved, and it was like a special little outing for us. I think I'm coming to the end here. I got, you know, Target, Walgreens, I got gas. Oh, Bath and Body Works. Whenever I buy stuff from there, I kind of like don't love the scents. Like most of the scents there, I'm just like falling out of love with. So I'm not sure why that is, but definitely something I see myself phasing out in the future. And again, just like eating out, you know, Taco Bell, Portillo's, it kind of is what it is, but if possible, I'd like to decrease my eating out spending and increase my meal planning and grocery kind of spending. I went to the chiropractor one time. That was good. I mean, it's something that I need to do for my health. Got gas twice in the month. So I'm very lucky that I don't have to commute very far and I don't have to get gas very often. And I think that's just about everything. I hope this was interesting, and it's interesting for me to go through and relive some memories and also kind of make goals and plans for the future with how I'm spending. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.